Hello, everybody. This is Miss DiMasso, and this is a video for Welcome to Back to School Night for all of my parents and adults out there. We're going to talk a little bit about the different math classes that your scholars might be in with me. So if you're watching this video, they are either in my liberal arts math class, my geometry class, or my geometry honors class. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little bit about all the different pieces of the class, some of the procedures, the things that I expect within the classroom. And then if you have any questions, you can join my Microsoft Teams after you watch this video and talk with me live. But if this video kind of gives you everything that you need to know for the class, then you do not have to show up to the actual session itself. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And within our school and within our math class, we are going to be using Canvas, and that's going to be where all of our stuff is located. So your scholars should know how to get into Canvas using their R2D2 number and their SDOT number. If that's something they do not know how to do, I will definitely help them out. But Canvas is where all of our kind of information is going to be housed. So if you're taking a look at my screen here, regardless of what class your scholar has me for, when they log in and they click on, whatever period they have me for, they're going to see a number of pictures on the main page here. We've got modules, which is where kind of everything is housed, all of our information, some announcements, the syllabus, discussions, and YouTube videos, pretty self-explanatory. But, excuse me, if you click on the modules button, this is kind of where everything is for scholars. So all of the information is underneath each chapter, right? So they can click on whatever the assignment is. And so let's say this is 1.1, that's their first assignment. Within the actual assignment itself, I always post a couple of different things. So I have the blank version of the document. I've got the notes, the answer key, and then I've got the practice worksheets as well. So if a scholar is ever absent, they can always come and print them off at home, or I have some extra copies up in my classroom as well that they can get to. The other important part here is this link section. So every single time I do any type of lecture or any type of review, I will videotape myself. And the link itself will take you straight to my YouTube page. And so on my YouTube page, and the other place you can get to that as well is, of course, if you're on the main page and you click that link at the bottom that said YouTube videos, it will bring you to my school YouTube page. And so if you search Miss DiMasso on YouTube, that's kind of where everything is. And within it, you'll see everything is labeled for them. So it'll say geo, the day, the date, the lesson, and then whatever it is that we go over. So even if scholars are absent, they always have a way to take a look at some information if they're missing it. So there's really no excuse not to kind of have the information. So if they ever say, I don't know what we did in class, like it should be very easy for them to figure it out. Okay. Other than that, one of the important things that I would like all of our scholars to do, and a majority of our scholars have not yet done, is share with you the syllabus and share with you there's a parent survey. So when you click on this syllabus button, again in Canvas, you will see the syllabus for whatever the class is. And so for geometry, you'll see it there. And I would love for you to read through, and I'm not going to read through right now because you're all adults and you can read on your own time. But I would love for you to read through and then to answer afterwards. There is a link for a parent, guardian, adult survey. So I would love for that survey to be done by Friday. It's just a way for me to get your information in case I ever need to connect with you about your scholar. The only important part here that I would love for you to see, there are some required supplies. So scholars definitely need a notebook and they definitely need a binder for this class. Now, if your scholar is an Avid and they have a very, very large binder for all their classes, that's completely fine. The only thing I ask is that I get my own section. There's a couple of other things that the scholars need. They will be getting computers if they're freshman or sophomore, hopefully this week, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. But we will be using technology in the classroom. The weighted grades, this part's important. So depending on what class you have me for, if you are in regular geometry, the grades are weighted 70%, 30%. So there's major grades and minor grades, and they're exactly what they sound like. Major grades count for more points, and minor grades count for less points. So if you miss a minor grade or two, it's not a huge deal. But if you miss a major grade, that's when you have your problems. For geometry honors, it is a 75% major grade and a 25% minor grade. So it's a little bit different. And then for my liberal arts class, it is a 60% major, 40% minor. So depending on the course, you've got a different weight, but in all those courses, the major grades are the more important ones. Now, there's also my contact information in case you need it. Obviously, like I said, all of the assignments are going to be on Canvas, but the true grades are going to be located on Focus. So don't worry about the grades on Canvas because they are not weighted correctly. Look for grades on Focus, and that will be updated. Typically, I try to do it once a week on Fridays. YouTube, again, scholars can review my videos there. Homework is definitely something that's going to be happening a little bit more often now that we're kind of getting into the swing of things. So making sure your scholar completes their homework every day, super important. I do not accept late work because the day after I assign the work, I put the answer key up online. So no late work is accepted, obviously, unless you've got some kind of medical issue or you're absent for another reason like that. Electronic devices are only used in class with my permission. So I've got some signs in the classroom, and it's expected that your scholar will follow the directions. If your scholar does not, and they decide to continue to wear earbuds or use their phones during class, will result in some disciplinary action. So let's just avoid that as much as possible. Okay. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I don't think there's anything else. If you are interested, the RISE program, I believe, starts this week. RISE is a free after-school tutoring service, and it is really great in case you are having some struggles with math. There will be a math tutor there. There's English tutors. There's a little bit of everything. It's a free program, and it's from 2 to 3:30, Monday through Thursday, and you get some free dinner afterwards if that is something that you're interested in. So that is all that I have for you. Again, if you have any questions, please feel, didn't mean to do it. If you have any questions, please feel free to hop onto the Microsoft Teams meeting once you're done with this video. If this video has answered all of your questions, then you do not have to get on the Teams link, obviously. But if you have any like individual specific questions about your scholar, please feel free to email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I'm excited for this year with our scholars. I'm ready to have a good time. So it's nice to kind of virtually meet you all. And again, please reach out to me if you have any questions. Other than that, that's all I got for you. So have a grand day and see you all soon. Goodbye.